What's up, guys? Ryan Mahoney here with Goosehead Insurance. This is another episode of Flying with the Flock. I'm here today with my neighbor, Harry Swaminathan. I get it right, Harry?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Close.
yeah.
um, so, Harry just launched a real estate photography business. Your background was in editing video and content and all that stuff to begin with, right?
Right. I do have a master's degree in professional photography.
Nice,
So
man.
yeah,
Well,
on
thanks
full
for
direction.
joining us, Harry.
Absolutely.
Tell me, how did you get into the real estate photography? Like, what's the background? What led you to this, man? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Um, I have been doing photography over a decade right now. So I do really enjoy shooting people. But the problem is it obviously takes more work as in terms of setting up the staging. It's not like a random clicks, things like that, which is also another type of photography candid, which I do enjoy. But then the real estate photography gives me a lot of freedom. I'm very, I seek perfection when I try to work. So in real estate photography, there are no people involved. I walk into a home which is empty.
Right,
I have
right.
all the time. I have all the time that I need. And I really enjoy shooting architectural photography. It gives me a lot of control over the situation, and I love doing editing. And I know there is a huge void in that space. I mean, there are too much competition, but not necessarily those competitors comes with you know uh,
Quality.
yeah, the quality. Yeah, quality. I mean, it's very little things which we may not notice, but there are quality issues. Even if I list it out, some people might say, who cares? but
Right,
but there are
right.
issues. Yeah.
How'd you decide to get into the real estate photography of it? I mean, I know you do a little bit of kind of flipping and renovating homes and all that stuff. Is that what kind of drew your attention to this?
Yes, I have been doing real estate photography for a long time on the side, but I
Okay.
realized that I couldn't bundle it all together in one space, which is my primary website. So I decided to branch it off. So when people see it, they get to see exclusive real estate photography. But I have been doing this for like a
Long term.
handful of years. Yeah.
Gotcha. So so tell me what you do different, man, because you have a couple things out there that I think, that very few people are actually doing for photography and in the real estate world there.
Yeah. So one of the thing that I bring value to the table is one, I come with an IT background. I want to give the landing page for the realtors in a way that they can completely customize how they want to display the photos, what important information that they want their clients to see. And when they share it in the social media, they are not landing on a page where Zillow or HomeSnap or whatever those websites are. They are completely compressing the picture. You are spending money on a high quality picture, but then you are handing it off to MLS where they shrink it to a 640 pixel. It's like literally a tiny photo where you don't see any proper colors or whatever, right? Plus, realtors spend a lot of money in their marketing,
Hmm.
but they have to be at the mercy of having somebody else give them the option that they need to share it in the social media. So I address all those things, and on top of that, the gears that I use, they are exclusively designed for architectural photography. It gives me a very precise control on how to achieve the best real estate photography. So they are not like a cheap wide angle lenses. I use prime lenses that are exclusively designed for architectural photography, which comes with a less chromatic aberration, no color infringement. It's end to end sharp, a lot of that thing. Yeah.
So if I'm a realtor and you're doing my pictures, then you set up like kind of my own landing page for that particular home that's branded to me.
Yes, correct. I'm intending to create you an exclusive landing page where you can show all listings on one landing page, And on top of that, every listing has its own landing page where we show your pictures in a retina and mobile responsive mode. So and a lot of call to action abilities. So it's very easy for client to reach out to you.
Gotcha. So you have the landing page that kind of circumvents anything going from Zillow or realtor.com, whatever that may be. And then, like, I'm just thinking through this, if I was a real estate agent, so someone clicks on that landing page with my listing, it has my information, my contact info to click here to email or call or schedule a showing, whatever that may be. So you set all that stuff up for that particular listing once you're done shooting photos and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are starting with me right now, and I would get all your important information, and then I will work with you to make sure that you love what you see, and I have the ability to completely customize it to the way that you want. How many? I don't recall of seeing a social media link of your profile in Zillow, even if you have a profile there. But let's
Right.
say you focus on a particular medium, and I will give you that control to show that to the world, so
So
you can.
yeah, so that way people can find me as the real estate agent on all the social channels through that one landing page. It's just branded all to me.
Correct. Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if how many people are doing that out there, but that seems like it would be pretty valuable.
Yeah,
Um,
and I really want to do one more thing that I haven't found a realtor who is comfortable doing that. I see a lot of time the video walkthroughs, either that they use their
mhm.
mobile phone and then just walk through it, or they just put a slideshow and they call it a virtual tour. That kind of gets to my blood boiling situation for
Yeah,
years. I don't know why they call it a virtual tour. It's a slideshow. It's a
yeah,
mini
yeah.
slideshow. But what I want to do is I want to bring my storytelling abilities to have as an interview,
Hmm.
like like a really high quality interview situation where you already know about the details of the house, where we start with a good introduction, have really high quality video. I mean, you should really check out my other videos to see what I mean by high quality.
Yeah,
Then with your voiceover, we can specifically focus on the areas that you are describing. So that way you have the more creative control. Also do the right justice for your seller to showcase the home of what it deserves. I mean, how good can you be working in the mobile and expect people to see? I mean, even if it is like a $5,000 range stove, you cannot show it in a way that it's supposed to be seen, right?
no,
So
sometimes I know I've seen them before and it, it seems like they're drunk the way that the camera sways back and forth. It's very challenging. You almost get dizzy,
right.
man, watching some of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
right. So this is more reusable content. I mean, if I do one introduction of you and that introduction stays the same, when you rehire me again and again for other properties, we are just going to have a voiceover. So then voiceover with the video as a B-roll, it makes it more compelling to watch instead of just showing the house,
Right,
playing a
right.
background music. I mean, I know for a fact everybody mute that background music. It's music is a choice that it's how many times you have seen a picture slideshow and then you did not mute the music.
Right,
It's
right.
so
Exactly. Yeah.
I would rather be that useful. So you talk about the house, so you create an engaging content. Yeah.
Do you do so I've heard of some like the 3D walkthroughs and all that stuff. I've seen it on some of the new the builders websites and stuff where you can actually
Right.
click through it. Do you have any capabilities to do any of that?
It's funny that you asked that because in 2008, when I started photography, I wanted to stand out. So the very first thing that I have learned was 360-degree photography. Even to date, that's my highest paid job that I have done a national
Yeah.
hospital in San Antonio, Texas, and their emergency helicopter 360. It was a monstrous job. I used to shoot 60 pictures and manually stitch them together to create the 360-degree photo,
Oh,
the,
cool.
the actual virtual tour that I have seen a lot of people, locals, are launching it as a big deal right now. But that trend I was one of the thousands in the world who actually did that 360 photography. So I learned it
Cool.
from one of the best from UK as well.
Oh,
Now
very
I
cool,
don't do
man.
that. Now I don't do that mainly because now the Matterport and there are so many options are there. Even there are a single lens that has a globe where you can put it on the living room, take a single picture, and they give you a software to do all that. But it does not give you the same quality or the clarity that I bring. But my process is
Gotcha.
more tedious. So
Yeah. What who you looking to connect with out there, Harry? Besides realtors, I mean, do you work with like stagers and stuff like that too? Because I would think the process would go from kind of like real estate agent, maybe the stager comes in, followed by you, because it's
yes,
all part of the process, right?
right. So I would be a perfect choice for interior designers, builders, and homes that are really expensive, where they have the time to really put that effort to create a compelling images like a magazine quality images. I
Right.
was hired recently by a builder who create luxury homes, who build luxury homes. He had a photographer for the MLS listing, but then he hired me to create the images like a magazine look. So I didn't go like a wide angle lens. So I created images that are more compressed but showcase the details. So and he was very
Gotcha.
pleased. Yeah.
What what else, man? What else is going on in the real estate world? What are you seeing out there? What are you hearing from real estate agents as we kind of meander through this COVID stuff? It's different times.
Yeah. Yeah, I have become a realtor for myself pretty much.
Hmm.
I don't like the dependency. I learn and then I do it for myself. I don't know if I'm benefiting doing things for others, but I benefit a lot doing things for myself, and I'm pretty sure I save a lot of money and
Yeah,
headache. I think real estate is at the peak, even though with all the crazy situation is happening. I feel like I think I saw one of this little image. I don't know if it's your group or somewhere. COVID-19 is like a check engine. We all panicked at the moment it came to light, and then now I have to go to work. So
that's
everybody's kind of
right.
you know
That's
going
right.
back to normal. So yeah,
So it's been moving along. Well, that's
right,
good,
yeah,
man. Well,
yeah,
I appreciate you coming on. I think I'm gonna link up, your website so everybody can check it out and see what you're doing there. I checked it out too. I think it's cool, man, because
thank you,
it's
thank
neat
you,
that it's
yeah,
that it's kind of one spot as a for a real estate agent that you create all that stuff. It seems
yeah.
pretty smooth. Let me ask you this too. So
Mhm.
when you create the landing page, is it just as simple as like sharing that link with the realtor and it's all there and it's done? Like,
Yeah. I mean, like if you go to my website and click on blog, there are a couple of listings where you have all the social media share. I mean, if you see it and then you want to share it with your friend, you can pretty much share it in any platform, including text, WhatsApp, or Pinterest, Twitter, whatever.
that's
So
cool.
you'll
So
be
it's
able to
just that
easily
one link is all
connect.
you got to have to
Yeah.
worry about.
Yes, and you don't need to copy paste all the information. And another important thing is when you share my link versus other links, it does not give you the control to put the most important information in the sharing excerpt. You know, the excerpt is a small set of information that comes with the sharing, right?
Right.
So let's say you tell me, Hari, when you share my listing, I want the real estate agent name, a phone number, and the address, and then the gist of the most important piece of information. So
Got
I
it.
create a SEO optimized excerpt, so that makes it very easy for you to share. People don't even need to click. The moment they saw it, if they like it, they can
Then it
immediately have an opportunity to connect with you. Yeah.
and you customize all that stuff based on the feedback from the real estate agent and what they want to do with it.
Yes, correct. And I mean, the reason that I'm able to do all that, I build websites, I do SEO, marketing, and all that. So I don't have anybody need to step in to do all this. I do it myself. So the turnaround time is like very quick as well. So
That's cool, man. So
yeah,
you pretty much meshed everything in your
Right.
background together to provide
Yes.
what I see as a pretty convenient and quick and efficient way for a real estate agent to kind of share their listing and have more control over it rather than the MLS or Zillow or something like that. You know, there's a lot of advantages there.
Right. And one other thing that I really want to say, since you talked about me meshing it all together, that venture is coming. I actually bought explorecharlotte.com.
Okay.
So I have a artist who used to create anime for Marvel. So he's
Uh-huh.
working on the logo as well. So the goal of explorecharlotte.com is to, it's not a travel site for people who travel from outside. It is for locals. It is to help small businesses to be found, the top small businesses, and tell their brand story.
Gotcha.
I hope I'm not hijacking the meeting, but just
Oh,
so you
no.
know, let's say you have a coffee shop, right? Unless I come to see your coffee shop and then read the whole page of content, I'm not really going to know your story. I
Right.
come, the coffee is good, and then I come back again, and then I come back again. But I never, pretty much, it might take a while to understand the brand story, their mission statement, and all that, right?
Right.
And from their perspective, they might not have hired somebody to tell their brand story. So that's where I bring my film direction degree and photography degree, my website development, stories telling ability, all that combined together. So I create an exclusive landing page to tell your brand story, a completely copyrighted content. So you are usually easily found on Google.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so that's a venture that I'm about to launch.
How
And
close?
unfortunately we live in a COVID situation, but I'm still moving along. So
You're always still doing something, man. How close are you
yeah.
are to launching that?
I mean, the site is on. I haven't. I mean, we have shortlisted the top 10 coffee shops, but I'm still working on getting the site set up and create a landing page template and figuring out some logistics. But very soon it's coming.
It's
So
getting close.
the real estate photography is more of my passion on the side. I mean, honestly, I really wish realtors take advantage of me. They tend to pay like 75%, 85% of what I'm already charging. But the
Right.
value that I bring to the table versus what they are missing, they don't, tend to see that. But, yeah, hopefully
It'll
they see my work and like it. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Well, hopefully people will see this and reach out to Harry and keep an eye out for is explorecharlotte.com you said?
Right. Right.
Explorecharlotte.com. That's coming soon. Um I appreciate you being here with me, Harry, and all the stuff that you do. I know you're always moving and shaking and
Yeah.
doing cool things out there, man, and I appreciate that. So,
Thank you. Thank
um,
you.
thanks for being here, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Um, don't forget, if you haven't texted me and joined my community yet, send me a text 704-285-0992. Again, that's text me at 704-285-0992. I'm also going to link up all of Harry's websites here so you can go take a look if you're in the real estate world. I know we play in that space all the time, man. So hopefully this will reach some of those folks out there and can help you out. So appreciate it, Harry. Enjoy the rest of
Thank
your
you.
day, man. And I'll see
Thank you
you
so
soon.
much. Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
Harry.
you. Bye.